Okay, so we are live. Hi everyone. Hope everything is working okay and you can hear us. Hey, we're having people watching. Awesome. Hi there. Hope you can hear us okay. Honey, do you want to say hi?
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello. So, in today's stream, I'm going to get back into the Ernest and Coraline travel booklets that I've been saying. I'm gonna do the European Union for a while now. So here it is. I'm finally making time for it. And so I'm gonna start with the list of the founding members of the European Union, which are Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. And should we start with Germany? So I'm gonna do something chemistry themed, cause like in the German area, a lot of chemical elements were named, like bismuth and which others?
Well, quite a few, if you think about it. They have germanium, by
Ah,
the
yeah,
way.
germanium. And which were the rest? Cause I don't remember right now.
A lot of the newer ones were produced at GSI, so they used an accelerator and went to heavy elements and super heavy elements. But coming back to germanium, that one was predicted by Mendeleev.
Mhm. And that was like what, 200 years ago? Almost. Mhm. So I had some chemical stuff illustrations here, I think, for which February? Yeah, I did a little Marie Curie for Coraline. I don't think you're gonna need any uranium, but I do want the uh, um, some of these illustrations here, so I'm gonna take them and put them to the side. This stuff I don't need anymore.
So that one was predicted in 1869, discovered in 1886.
Ooh,
Exactly.
it's been a long time. Gotta
Discovered by Clemens Winkler,
Chem.
not a German. Predicted by not a German. The name of the element? Germanium.
And what was Winkler? British or?
No, Clemens Winkler is German, so my bad.
No problem.
So that may be Clemens Alexander Winkler.
Mhm. The way you said it, it sounded British, but I think it's like pronounced Winkler. That one sounds more German. So what I'm gonna do for each of the European states, I'm gonna put the name in their country's name. I like how the people say the name of their country. So even though everybody calls it Germany and the booklet is gonna be in English because like it's the most used language, all the countries are gonna be with with their name. So it's gonna be Deutschland for Germany. And I kind of have to draw a little laboratory here, I think. Maybe I should probably do something like that. Let me see, do I have any desks already made that I like? I think I had in the calendar for when I did statistics. Let me see, what was it? September? Yeah, got a desk here already. And even though Germany is very lovely and has mountains, I think I'm just gonna remove these for now. Pretty flowers. Just hit delete. So I'm pressing shift to select more than one thing at a time. Just removing all of these trees here. Save this as Germany for now, so I don't override, because I'm gonna be using a default sky and grass for all of them. And just make it like this. Put a little desk. Probably should put this on a different layer. Always good to have many layers. I can never have enough layers, as you guys have seen in my Stardew Valley videos. Uh, I can have like, what did I have? 500? I think. Yeah, a lot of layers. It makes it just easier to work. She lost a foot along the way. It's like the bunnies from Stardew Valley, you know, their feet drop, which I think is very creepy. Do you remember? Um, so the bunnies in Stardew Valley, they produce wool for some reason. I didn't know that bunnies did that. And also feet, bunny feet.
Lucky rabbit foot.
Yeah, 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 like their feet were dropping off. I was like, oh my gosh.
Most creepy.
I don't know. It was a strange artistic choice. Uh,
Well, it's on the same level as a pig giving you bacon.
yeah, it is a bit morbid. I will agree. Uh, but it's the game is vegan, so it's not gonna do that in Stardew Valley. So it gives you truffles. I wish the bunnies would give you something else. Like, there have been mods that replace it with mochi.
Mochi from the rabbits or from the pigs?
No, from the rabbits. Instead of the feet, mochi fall off of them. Which I think is better.
How do they freeze it? I have so many questions.
Well, mochi is not frozen, obviously. It's like they didn't have in medieval Japan refrigerators.
Yes, but modern mochi, you get it from the freezer.
At the supermarket, I guess.
If you're rich enough, if you can afford it.
Yeah, they're very expensive over here. I don't know what the deal is. I guess I'll put some rocks. What mineral should we copy or should use? Uh, like, is there like any historical mineral that was interesting when they were kind of developing chemistry and turning it from alchemy to chemistry?
That happened a lot earlier. You can say that even Isaac Newton was the last alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that followed was sort of proper chemistry.
Yeah.
So that happened the 1600s.
Like, I know for commercial application, arsenic was used in coloring wallpaper, but I'm trying to maybe use some other mineral that was more positive.
Commercially, arsenic was used in other purposes too, especially in politics,
Ah, no.
industrially, industrial politics.
Um, I don't know what chemicals were all to do that back then. I mean, copper, but that's been used since ancient times. So no, I'm thinking something that's more 19th century. Um, hmm.
I'm thinking because I'm mostly thinking of very interesting elements, but I don't think they had any applications back then.
Yeah. Well, I can leave it like this. It is a draft after all, and I can, like, if I have any better ideas, I can do it in some other way. But yeah, like we're gonna use chemistry for Germany. Let me look at my Excel. So France, I was thinking of doing animation as the main illustration. And Belgium, I was thinking waffles in government buildings. I don't know. So let's move on to France then. I'm going to open the default tungsten. Mm. I don't think your people are hearing you. I think you left your mic closed.
Oh, sorry, my microphone was off. So the interesting ones that are old, like for example molybdenum, tungsten, uh, many other others were discovered by a guy called Carl Schiele, but he's a Swedish German pharmaceutical chemist. So I don't know how that fits in if you add him for Germany or for Sweden, as he's Swedish German.
Mm, it's okay. I'll think about it. Does the tungsten mineral look interesting?
You need it for light bulb filaments, so yes, it lit the world.
No, no, no. I'm meaning like the mineral, like the rock it's extracted from.
Well, the rock itself was not um, great. It's extracted from scheelite, again after the name of the guy, Schiele, or Schelle, I don't know how it's named. Uh, but it's from the rock called wolframite. So that's iron, manganese, tungstate mineral. It's complicated, so I don't know what to tell you. The rock is strange.
Can you send me a link?
Sure.
So, apparently France is still spelled France. There's like nothing special, like a comma or like a little hat or an accent on the E. So I'm just gonna leave it France. Let's see. Animation. I have the, I think I have some pens here.
Well, you have uranium and zirconium named
Hmm.
properly by a just German person. So that would be Klaproth, Martin Heinrich Klaproth,
Can you put the links in the chat so I can
German chemist.
see the rocks as well?
Sure.
Because I'm like currently digging up my files.
So this is what uranium is extracted from. So are we still searching for a German chemical or
Yeah, for
not?
the rocks, yes. I wanted to see how they look like. So I have a pencil here. I have the tablet thingy over with the other characters. So I drew these a while back.
Did you know that tellurium was first separated from gold impurities in Transylvania?
Oh, what was tellurium used for? Like, sounds familiar, but like I'm not remembering right now.
Tellurium, well, what I care for is generally some very rare radioactive decays. But in everyday life, I don't know.
Mhm. I think maybe the word is used for something else. Tellurice, like something. I don't know.
No, the word was used for things because it has to do with Earth in the name. And
Let's see. Urine night. Oh, it looks so creepy. Yeah, it would be good Halloween decoration.
anyway, a bit of trivia about tellurium. Despite being relatively common in the universe, it's extremely rare on Earth.
Mhm.
So that's generally because of the hot temperatures of planet formation, and then it just got evaporated, sent into space.
Oh.
So it was in the rock, but then got
Mhm.
evaporated.
Mhm. Interesting. Let's see if I can find Ernest and Coraline.
Recently, it's being used more and more in solar panels,
Oh, that's nice.
sort of
Well,
nice.
I mean, any mining endeavor isn't great, but if it's a real rare metal, like, isn't that a bad idea? Because you're not gonna have that many. Like, shouldn't you do all of your solar panels or other things like that from metals that aren't rare? Like, as in a practical application, I'm thinking.
We're not that lucky.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, like, what happens to all the trash that we send to the trash dump? Because supposedly we're recycling, but I kind of doubt the country that we're living in that it actually gets recycled. I probably is just getting thrown in the dump. Like, are they going to mine the dump sites later on when we run out of aluminium or iron? Like, I think just all the soda cans that get trashed from.
Aluminium is easier to recycle than these very rare metals. And even if you send these to some proper recycling facilities that do the proper thing, it may still be more cost effective just not to bother to recycle them. So tellurium, for example, is used in the solar panels, but it's not an important amount. It just has to be there. And to recover it, let's say, I'm just throwing a number. Let's say it's 0.1% of the mass of the solar panel, just tellurium.
Mhm.
Uh, it's very difficult to extract it and refine it when you have other materials close to that temperature or close to that melting temperature or close in chemical properties. I don't think that those acids and everything you need for the separation are very environmentally friendly.
Mhm.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no problem. I'm curious about this and just thinking. Because, like, glass is easy to recycle, no? Like, though you need to get to high temperatures. Like, at what temperature does glass melt? And you can.
I don't know, probably around 1,000 degrees Celsius. But glass is easy, it's just silicon oxide. So,
Mm. And it's easier.
and you still want it as silicon oxide.
Mhm.
You don't want to extract the pure silicon out of the glass. So, yeah, that makes it different from extracting some rare metals
Uh-huh. Yeah,
from
'cause it's
some
like you only
compounds
want
that are
rust.
little in percentage anyway, and they're mixed with all kinds of other trash that contaminate everything.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you don't need very pure glass. While these very rare metals, you want them in a very pure form.
I see. Yeah, 'cause usually you want iron, you want just the iron, you don't want the rust, so to say.
But that's easy to to do compared to other metals. The more special the application, the more difficult it is to recover it back.
I see. So at the moment, I'm gonna put my bunnies at the desk again, because they need to be drawing and making cartoons, because that's kind of what I'm thinking for France. Um, I would say that France has one of the most robust animation industries in the world. So it's like first it's the US, and then you have Japan, and then France is the third in terms of production. Like it may not seem like that because not a lot of them reach, I would say, the Anglophone world. Um, it seems to me like it's very English focused, and of course, French cartoonists usually don't want to translate their stuff to English. Like there's an entire dubbing industry. Like anything that goes into Germany has to be dubbed in German. Everything that goes into Italy has to be dubbed in Italian. So you kind of have a lot of language barriers because it costs money to dub. And there are a lot of French speakers, so they usually don't bother. But they make tons and tons of animation each year, so I'm kind of having that in mind for this illustration. And I'm kind of doing my tablet that's on my desk. So I have a Wacom Intus Pro tablet. Kind of like Wacom, that they last a long time, but I would say Huion, they're like doing pretty good lately. My sister has a Huion. And I've just pressed Control and the bracket to move stuff up and down on the order. And I'm gonna give her a piece of paper to kind of have the contrast between old and new. Now everybody's doing this digitally. Like I don't know if anybody's doing it on paper anymore with pencil. But I kind of found it very beautiful how they used to do the animations, so I would want to keep a bit of that. Honey, what would you say is your favorite French animation? Do you have one?
I never thought of ranking them.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I couldn't tell you which is my favorite.
I'm trying to remember the director's name. He did The Illusionist and Le Triplet de Belleville. Like pretty much everything that he's done was great. So let me just check. Illusionist. Animation. So it's
So you're
2010.
thinking Sylvian Chomet?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah. Let me put the link here for you guys. This was a great animation. Also, they're generally like mixed collaborations between Arab countries and Belgium. My brain was trying to say Belgium in Romanian, which is Belgia, and it was just coming out wrong in my mouth. It's always annoying when like the brain and the tongue are not connecting. It's coming out the wrong way. Let's see. So I've saved France. We should probably export these. It'd be easier for me to find the files. So when you want to export bitmap instead of so a raster image instead of a vector, you have to use the export function in Illustrator. Otherwise, it will be like before. File that doesn't give you a preview in the Windows. And use the artboard as a boundary so you don't get the extra stuff that is around, which is different than what you get in Photoshop. How the thing works. Okay, so I've done some drafts for Germany and France. What is up next? So for the founding members, we still have Belgium, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. And I would do the Netherlands because that's like easier for me. I've already done, I think Ohio copies a lot of Dutch stuff, so I can reuse some of the textures from there. Like I have a windmill already drawn.
would be, but they don't have bikes
They don't
in
have bike.
Ohio. In
Ah,
Ohio,
in Ohio, yeah. America's very car heavy. I never liked that about it. So let me just delete these. And save as. I want to duplicate and I'm gonna name it Netherlands. It's always a funny name to me, Netherlands, because it reminds me of nether regions. So I'm like, ooh, doesn't sound good in English. Probably sounds better in Dutch and Netherlandish.
would be.
Also, I think it sounds pretentious, so it's like not Netherlands, it's the Netherlands.
Of course.
Do you think it's the Netherlands in Dutch, or do they just say Netherlands and it sounds normal for them?
I think it's articulated. The Netherlands. Could be. I can check.
Like in their own language, they articulate the country?
I'll check right now.
Do we articulate Romania? Romania.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. No, it's just something weird that the Dutch do.
No, it's without article in Dutch.
So only English speakers are doing this to the Dutch people?
Could be. So in Dutch is Nederland.
Netherlands? Oh, wait. So without the
Nederland.
S? Without the S.
Ah, without the S. Right.
Okay, Netherlands.
In Dutch, they're more united. They're one land, not more.
So why is this weird thing happening in the English language? Anybody know? Please enlighten us. as to what's going on. Okay, let's see where I can dig up Ohio. So I've done for the US. Ah, no, Iowa. Iowa is copying. I'm trying to remember where the heck Iowa is on the map. A lot of American states are very square. USA map. Let's see where Iowa is. And I'm sorry for those of you that I've confused Iowa with Ohio. They're probably gonna be very upset. Like, I'm sure there's some issues there that they hate each other. Like, I had no idea that Michigan and Ohio hated each other until I lived in Michigan. Like, the hate is real. And they had a war, they fought a war with each other for a piece of land next to a river that I think is also called either Ohio or Toledo or something like that.
The city is Toledo, and now it's in Ohio.
Uh huh.
It used to be in Michigan, I think, or whatever. They shifted the borders a few times and made a big mess, and then had a few days war, and then they
Mm.
settled it. And that was because of how someone drew the state
You
line.
cannot be you. Leave your microphone on. Why do you keep turning it off?
Sorry. So the issue was when the states were defined. At some point, someone drew a line from the most southern part of Lake Michigan, something like that, to some other place, maybe to Toledo or something, and said what's above is Michigan, what's below is Ohio. But then there was a small error in the line. I'm not joking. And somehow that moved some towns or small cities or something from one state to the next. And they started paying taxes somewhere else and electing officials. It was a big mess. I should actually search for it to say the proper story because it's crazy.
That's some TV drama right there. Like they could probably do a TV series on HBO about it, like drama in the 19th century or 18th century.
Okay, so it's called the Toledo War.
Toledo War that has nothing to do with Spain.
No, but it was longer than I thought. 1835 to 1836, also known as the Great Toledo War.
It was 1 year. What's great about it?
Well, maybe some president thought it was not just a war, it was a great war. It was a beautiful war.
Oh,
It,
come on.
it was better than all the other wars. It had all the wars.
Oh, knock it off.
Anyway,
Yeah, I just uh
and nobody killed
well, how is that a
anyone.
war?
Well, you start shooting.
Well, if nobody died in a war, that is a great war.
Yes. I'm thinking since Americans have all these return policies, did they return the weapons that failed to kill anyone after the war? I want my money back.
Don't be so bad. I'm having a fun time here. Just copy pasted what I did for Iowa, and it fits Netherlands. I'll do something smarter than this. Like I'll try not to. Uh, what is it called? Autoplagiare. But how do you say it in English?
Self, uh, self, self plagiarism,
Plagiarism. Self plagiar.
plagiarism,
Self plagiar.
self plagiarism. Yes.
Yes, it is self plagiarism.
So anyway, there were 600 militias from Toledo, 1,000 from Michigan, two commanders each on each side, so four in total, and one Michigan guy wounded. That was the war.
Oh, ridiculous.
So it was about the Toledo Strip, a thin strip of land.
Maybe I can call this instead of self plagiarism, paying homage to my previous work.
Of course.
But it's not my fault that Iowa just is bootleg Netherlands.
But remember how on the western side of Michigan, some cities were inspired by the Netherlands, with one actually being
Yeah.
called Holland.
Oh, yeah. I remember Holland. We went for the tulips and we went at the wrong moment and there were no tulips and I left disappointed.
Indeed.
Everything's so far away there. How many hours did it take us to get to Holland? The city, not the region
I
in
know, a lot.
Netherlands.
2 hours and a half, 3 hours.
On the highway, yeah, but yeah, it was quite a while.
We lived in the middle of the state,
Mm.
so everything on the contour was far away.
Mm-hmm. Frankenmuth was nice. I don't think the walls were actually made of wood and plaster, but they looked like it was, and it was nice. It was pretty um, city. So the capital of Romania, for those of you that don't know, is called Bucharest, and there are two Bucharests in America, and they're actually spelled out how they're supposed to be, like Bucharest, not Bucharest. So if you're googling Bucharest, USA, you'll probably not find it. You have to Google Bucharest.
Well, Michael Jackson did not search for it and called it Budapest when he came to Bucharest. Good evening, Budapest. That's how he started it.
I'm
Seriously.
I'm drinking stuff. I'm drinking water. I don't want to ruin my keyboard. Oh my gosh. For those of you that don't know, there's kind of a bit of a feud between Romania and Hungary. Like, we're not the best of friends. We are both in the European Union, but we kind of like, they're siblings, they don't like each other. But one of them's adopted. Hungary's adopted. Because they're descendants of Huns, so they're not actually European. But
Come on, they've been Europeans for 1,000 years.
and kids get adopted as babies, so it's like Hungary's adopted. I'm sorry.
They spoke Latin in the state documents until 100 and a bit years ago.
Well, they should have. They wanted to be European.
Nobody spoke Latin at that time. And nobody wrote Latin at that time. Not even Latin process.
So they were trying to seem European or what?
No, no. They consider themselves as the heirs of the Western Roman Empire,
And Turkey
which
was
was
like, "We're here."
Western
Business.
from the
Ah, no
Germany.
what? What?
So they snatched that title from Germany. Come
Oh.
on, it's the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. They spoke Latin.
Ah. Oh my
Seriously.
gosh. It is funny though. So much drama in Europe. And Romania, by the way, is named after the Holy Roman Empire. So, like, everybody's like, no, we're the descendants, the true descendants. Oh my gosh. Let me see, where's the folder? I have so many things open that I'm kind of trying to find where my folder is with the default illustration, because we're gonna move on to let's see, we should do maybe Italy. There we go. So again, founding members: Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. So I'm gonna do Italy because I think it's easier. So let's save this as Italy. And if I'm not mistaken, they call themselves Italia. So let me see, like, what's the right, Repubblica Italiana. Okay. Let's search on Wikipedia. Italy.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, but I want the right one, and none of my Italian friends are with me at the moment in the comments section in the chat. So, let's see. What Wikipedia doesn't have? It has to have a Wikipedia page. It
Do that.
and 26 more. Let's see.
Here. Should I? Oh, I'm on the wrong computer. But it is in Wikipedia.
Yeah, it has to be. I'm trying to find it. It's like over.
Repubblica Italiana. That's what it
Yeah, I
says
know
there.
Italiana, but I don't want to say Repubblica as well.
Well, Italia. That's how they
Yeah, I
call it
think
most of the time.
Italia. 'Cause Italiana means that it is Italian-like, so.
No, means Italian.
Italian.
Italiana means Italian. It has to be Italiana if they put Repubblica in front.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's the word is articulated, is not the because you have the
It
same
is,
thing in Romanian. Italia și italiano.
yes, but if you have Republic in front,
Yes, but I'm not putting the word Republican.
right?
Sorry for the marital dispute. Okay.
And their anthem is called the Song of the Italians. Il canto degli italiani.
What's our
Deșteaptă-te, române.
I think ours is nicer. A more creative name.
Get smart.
Yeah, but the literal translation is wake up.
Is the same word as getting smart.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like.
It's the older meaning was waking up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Are they trying to make us walk?
No, there's like, we hate mornings. Like, do you know any Romanian that wakes up early willingly and out of pleasure?
That's why we're not walk in the morning.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out, let's see, what should we do for Italy aside from pizza?
Seriously? And you're gonna put a New York style pizza?
Ew, no. Ugh. And those poor people think that their pizza's good.
Put a car and someone under the car fixing it. Come on. It doesn't get any more Italian than that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but make it a convertible.
Oh, the Seta is so cute. It's such a cute car.
Yes, but it's BMW.
Oh no, Isetta, my love. I really love those cars. They're
Make a
ridiculous.
Fiat 500,
Mm,
500
meh,
convertible,
meh.
and someone fixing it. Fiat, fix it again, Tony. That's what it means.
I don't know. I was thinking for Bulgaria to put a broken car.
They don't have any cars. They don't build cars.
Yeah,
They
but
buy them.
yeah, but when you go to Bulgaria, the roads are so bad, your car breaks down, and you need to fix it. Well, I'm joking.
Only if you're driving an Italian car.
Oh my god, we're gonna get demonetized and
You could
bad
be
from
driving a German car and it breaks and you cannot fix it. And you're just stranded on the side of the road.
This video,
So there's that.
I'm gonna get so much hate for it.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not famous. Like nobody's watching. So
Okay, you can make it all like a gladiator under the chariot, fixing the chariot.
under way to Greece.
Whatever.
I'm thinking with my brain. What should I do for Italy? Aside from food, like I guess I can dress them up as Romans.
No. No. No.
Why?
Definitely not. No, come on. So you need a fashion model sitting beside a convertible car that's broken on the street. Someone fixes it, and the fashion model is eating a slice of pizza.
No, a fashion
And
model would not be eating pizza.
no, that's the food for the whole month. And drinking some coffee, some hand, some espresso, some mochaccino, something.
I don't know. I really like these set. I'm gonna
Latte.
try it. I'm gonna try it. I don't care if it's a BMW. It's too cute. Oh, I saw this YouTuber. Yeah, I remember him. I That's when I think I first found out that it's called an Isetta, and I kind of fell in love with the car. I already drew something similar. I found a pickup Isetta. Do you remember? That is,
Oh yeah.
you can make it convertible. Oh my god, that was so cute. I have it in my Stardew Valley mod. Let's see if I can find the picture again.
Well, anyway, the design of the Zeta was licensed to a few other people, so there's that.
Oh my gosh, this car is so cute. I'm in love. It is ridiculous.
Why don't you want one of their hamster cars?
What's it called? Mazda?
They have no, that's Japanese. No, they have their own. So the Japanese convertibles and roadsters from the end of the 70s and up to 2000s were inspired by British and Italian roadsters.
Send me a
Yeah.
link because I don't know what hamster car you're talking about. If it's not
Okay,
Mazda Miata.
no, that's Japanese. No, I'll send you what I
Yeah,
mean
but
by.
that's the one that we usually call hamster car because I couldn't remember what it is, and my husband
Well, I call
named
hamster
it.
car all these similarly looking cars. I'll send you right now.
Send me.
Oh, to you. For your eyes only. There. That qualifies as hamster car to me.
Yuck.
Yeah, really?
Hmm.
Seriously?
It's squarish.
Okay. How about this one? That that wasn't square at all.
I don't
Just
know.
to be honest, it was round in every
It
bit.
reminds me of the other German car with the grates on the front. What is it? The
And
Yeah, the
here from another angle. If you call this square, I will call the door round.
It's an ugly car. I don't like those grates in front. That's why I don't like BMWs. Isetta is the only BMW I like. This life and the
Beauty is in
next.
the eye of the beholder.
Oh, but come on, the Isetta is so cute. How can you say it's not cute?
I'm just saying he's not truly Italian.
Yeah, but when you think
The
Italian,
name is okay.
what do you think? You think very narrow roads that you cannot use a normal BMW on.
No, I think of a Piaggio three-wheeled scooter with a van piece in the back
Do I
and a
have?
cabin in the front. Well,
Yeah, scooters are very Italian. I'm trying to think if I ever drawn a scooter
but not
for
any
Ernest.
scooter. The one that
Vespa?
no. The ones that are like a small pickup truck.
What's the name?
Piaggio
Piaggio.
Ape Ape. It's not ape, it's ape. But anyway, I call it ape. So just search Piaggio
Yeah,
Ape.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's Italian.
Oh, it's so ugly.
It's ugly. There's different models. Not all of them
It
ugly.
looks Soviet, honestly. It looks like it's something
No,
Soviet.
it's very Italian Japanese like.
It's very ugly. It looks Soviet.
There are many models. Some are nicer than the others.
Ugh. Who let this creature out?
Who? Who? Who let this creature out? Okay, I'll send you a link, a photo, and judge this one.
Like honestly, they hired like the cheapest engineer to design it.
Well, it's an Italian salary. What do you expect?
Mm. Like they can do pretty stuff. Italians can do pretty stuff if they want to, and they're paid.
Yes, but they weren't all Enzo Ferrari and
Fair enough.
that
And
guy's name.
isn't it more expensive to do nice curves on a car? Like back then, anyway.
Oh, it was. It's easier just to put some flat panels.
So that's
No,
why they were ugly.
these were. Come on, the one that I sent you is
You
really
keep
rounded.
sending me in the secret chat, and
Of course.
I didn't see
No, I
them.
sent you. No, I sent you in our chat.
Well, yeah, it's secret. Nobody else can see.
Of course. But anyway, this one is very rounded, as you can see.
What is that? Oh, I don't know where to stick it so I can see it.
No, the question what is that is for this camper.
That's a camper? Oh my
No,
god,
no, not
it,
that
it
one.
looks like an Indian rickshaw.
No, this one's the camper. This is what is that? And most importantly, why is that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me put it on screen for you guys. It seems to be not even real. It seems to be Photoshop. I can see the weird shadows that don't add up. So this is a preview that
Even the
somebody made.
sun avoids that car.
No, no. So this blue one here on the right that I'm hovering over, like because it's so cheap looking, it looks Soviet. This one here looks Indian, because like for definitely warm weather.
See how international these are?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Hmm. Should I spend a lot of time drawing this and then never using it? I kind of want to do it. I'll do it.
Look at this. I've sent you something.
Do I
Just
really want to do
look at
that?
it. Yes, you do.
Oh my
So,
god. Oh my gosh, what is it?
I don't know.
What company is it? Is
I don't
it
know.
is it Italian?
I don't know.
Okay, so this is what my husband just sent me, guys. I mean, I kind of if it was a different slightly different shade of peach, I would have maybe liked it, but it just looks like flesh tone. It looks like a creepy car. You really creepy.
Okay, there's a red one. Messerschmitt KR something, 500, 2000 different models. But no, it's not that one because the Messerschmitt one looks exactly like that in the front, but has only one wheel in the back, while this is definitely four wheels.
I don't
I
understand
don't know what it is.
the passion for
Microcars?
free wheels. No, I like micro cars.
Three wheels, it's cheap because you don't need a differential. You only have one wheel
Yeah, but it's just very
driving the
unsafe.
car.
How is it road safe? How is it legal?
Safe? That wasn't one of the requirements of the design. Cheap, yes. Safe, no.
Like at least the Isetta has four.
For caster wheels, like that support for your plants. that keeps the bucket of dirt on it.
Are the wheels even the same size? Like, it seems to me like the back wheels are smaller.
Does it matter?
I don't know. If I think the back wheels should be bigger if the motor's in the back, or if it's in the front. I think the motor is in the back for the Isetta,
Of
cause it
course.
doesn't have a front, so to
Like
speak.
for the Volkswagen Beetle, like for many other cars of that time.
Hmm.
It was rear wheel drive with rear engine. But I still like the Fiat 500 convertible a lot more. There, sent it to you. And it's also in different colors.
Oh my god, what a joke. It's cute, but
That is a fine vehicle.
how is this a fine vehicle?
Oh, I'd totally drive it 10 out of 10. Unless it rains, or it's very cold, or it's a Sunday.
Oh my gosh, the chairs, they're wicker.
Good. Lightweight, high performance, sports chair. Full of carbon fibers, in wicker fibers.
Oh, come
It,
on.
it hardly gets any better than that.
Yeah, this reminds me of those ads on in the supermarket. Gluten-free salt and gluten-free maize. And this is like carbon fiber chairs. Like technically it's
No, it's
correct.
not carbon fiber, it's carbon fibers.
Carbon fiber.
It's the legally correct term for what it is.
Oh.
But it is lightweight.
Yeah, I can't decide with the. I don't know which way to go with this one. Like I kind of want to do the back one, but the front is so cute.
Okay, just do someone fixing a Ferrari. They break all the time, don't worry. When you have to change the clutch every 15,000 kilometers, 15 as in 1 5, not 50 as in 50, it's bad.
I don't know. It's kind of strange. Thinking.
Ah, you found Doug Muro? Muro, whatever his name was, with the Zeta? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
him. Okay.
I don't know. I'll do a little sketch first.
Mhm.
Such a strange shape.
Complainer's gonna complain.
Yeah, I don't even know like how one should do it in sections or how would be easier. It's really not your usual car shape.
Oh, but it's so small you can pick it up, lay it on the paper, and trace the contour of it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's super cute. I do love it a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a better idea than this. But I'm getting like the feeling that I've already drawn this car before in vector art. Oh, that line
Last
is very
example.
messy and it's not from the side like I want, so it's useless.
Okay, last one.
Yeah,
Better?
no, I'm not interested. I'll draw it myself. Like has a lot of detail, and the style that I'm doing the art in is not very detailed, so it's like would throw me off. By the time it would take me to take any
Clean up that
inspiration
design.
from that, huh?
Clean up that design.
No, but I have to redo it anyway,
Right.
and it would just throw me off because I have to guess like all the details in there. It's very messy.
I was only trying to help.
No, it's always best to use the original as reference, because if you're using somebody else's art, usually they've interpreted the original and probably made mistakes or made artistic choices, and then you're just perpetuating that issue or error that they may or may have not done on purpose. And that's why it's always better to just um, make it from scratch yourself in most cases. Control Shift V, you put it in exactly where you cut it from. And at the moment I just kind of want something to have in the background. And send it to back, and then just have these be some blue windows, and I have the line art that reddish dark red. So I'm just doing a draft at the moment. It's not supposed to look good. Let me delete this. Because I think it will kind of not look good for her. Because she's also red, so it's like the red bunny over a red car. So maybe I should do it like a different color. What color should I make it? If it's blue, then I have the problem with him. I guess I can make it yellow. I haven't seen any yellow ones, but...
You haven't seen yellow, you said, huh?
Mm-mm. It would kind of look like a taxi.
But yeah, I'll send you a yellow one. Ah.
Let me check. Oh, man, yellow is so bad. No, it's not even mustard. It's like sickly yellow. It's like a trash bag yellow. I mean, I would still drive it, don't get me wrong. I think I know where I drew a car. If I'm remembering. I did an illustration of Ernest and Coraline going on vacation. Uh, that was inspired by, I think, the Iseta. No, it's not the Iseta, it's something else.
So there, I sent you properly yellow, etc. But you do know that there were orange ones too.
Oh yeah,
Would be most
orange would
avoid.
look... Yeah. I'm still gonna wanna draw an Iseta at some point, I think. Because if I don't do it for Italy, when am I gonna get an excuse to use it? Let me see. What are you sending me? You don't dare send it in the stream chat, do you? Oh, is this one for real? Is that a real thing? It looks like a toy. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta put it on screen for people. This is just too cute. Oh my gosh. I'm deleting that trash over there. And I mean, honestly, it looks like it's a plastic model of some sort.
That one was a toy. I will send you now real ones.
But I still want it in real life. I don't care if it's a toy. Can they make it bigger for me? It's so cute. Like, I know I wouldn't fit in these cars because I'm a pretty big girl, but still. This whole stream is turning into a Iseta commercial.
I sent you a link with
Yeah,
more
yeah, I
real
saw, I
ones,
saw.
and this is a photo of a really cute real one.
Yeah, okay, but like I have to do the illustrations.
The Piccolino series.
Okay, this is the last one I'm posting here. Stop sending me. I'm gonna, like, this stream is gonna end and I've only done a couple of sketches, drafts of...
Okay, I'm sending you just one, and
No,
just for you.
I'm not gonna look at it. I wanna finish these illustrations. Okay, so I've done France, I've done Germany, sort of can say I've done Italy, I've done the Netherlands. So I still have Luxembourg and Belgium. And like, what am I even gonna do for Luxembourg aside from banks? Do I draw a building and put a dollar sign on it?
has to be a euro sign.
Yeah, of course. I'm just thinking with my brain, sort of. Mostly. Not really. Okay, let me open the default uh, file and save as again. Luxembourg. Luxembourg, I think, not Bourg. Bourg, like the robots from Star Trek. Ah, no, you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a village in the mountains. Whatever. It is a country with several regions, but still.
It is what 160 square kilometers.
It's like a forest.
No, they have farmland. Come on, they have cows. I've seen them in the documentaries. They exist. I don't know. Do they have banks too? Because I think last time I've been to Liechtenstein. I'm confusing Liechtenstein with Luxembourg. I just realized. I'm sorry, guys. Let me look at how Luxembourg looks like, because I realize I'm confusing it with Liechtenstein, which I've been to. Luxembourg. Uh-huh. Okay, it's a little castle on a hill. And that's it. And that's probably the whole country. No, do they have more than one city in their country? And they say
They have several districts. Come on.
Bucharest has several districts, and it's a city. You mean counties, maybe. Districts is something else. District is for cities. Counties is for countries.
I meant districts. It's 2.5 square kilometers.
Seriously? The whole country? No.
No, the city, the main city.
Mm. How big is Bucharest?
Well, it's a lot bigger. You can fit more than a 1 kilometer by 2.5 kilometer rectangle in it.
Don't think I've ever been to Luxembourg. I may have been accidentally and don't remember it because like you're trying to get somewhere. I think my parents passed through Luxembourg when they were trying to get to Belgium from Germany. That's usually how people I think go to Luxembourg.
The population of Luxembourg is a bit over 500,000 people. It's 600,000 people. So think about it. That's
Well,
the whole country. All of it.
how many people are in Budapest?
Probably a million, whatever. A lot. I can search. 1.7 million.
So
Oh,
it's
that
the
makes
same.
it like half the country. Not really, but still.
Yeah, there are very few Hungarians, like 3 million, 5 million maximum.
No. It's 10. 10, I think.
Ah,
I'll tell you for sure.
sorry, I'm confusing it with Slovenia. They have 3 million.
Almost 10 million. 9,700,000. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's Hungary, all of it.
7 million, you said?
Nine million
Ah,
seven
nine,
hundred
9 million.
thousand.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I could draw that little castle on the hill. But it looks so similar to Liechtenstein buildings. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try and not make them look identical. Okay, this one's a pretty scenery, I think. I kind of like the bridges and all of that. But if I could find it like at a better resolution, I think that would be better. Yeah. Let me see. What is up with the horrible resolutions? There we go. So I guess I can put him on a boat, because I'm not doing the Venice Canal for Italy. So I guess I can do it for Luxembourg. But it kind of looks like generic European scenery, and I was thinking, like, what can I do that looks more interesting? Than just, you know. I was kind of thinking of doing the banks, but then if I do banks for Luxembourg, what am I gonna do for Switzerland?
More banks.
So Switzerland is not in the European Union, but it has a lot of agreements with the European Union. So in my booklet, there's gonna be a section about countries that aren't in the European Union because they don't want to be in the European Union, but they have a lot of agreements with the European Union. So in that category, we're gonna have, I think, Norway. Let me check the list again. Switzerland, Norway, and Iceland. So Iceland also didn't want to be in the European Union.
Okay, so for Luxembourg, since people hide money there, you can make a vault and someone like the Grinch stuffing money into it and making the hush quiet sign. That would be appropriate.
I don't know. This is a tough one, Mr. Grinch. I'm kind of thinking what we can do. It's gonna be on a hill. I don't know. Thinking with my brain. It's really pretty though. I kind of want to visit Luxembourg now because of this photo. But I imagine it would be very expensive to have a house where you are now, looking out at that part of the town. What did I say I was gonna do for Switzerland? Musketeers? Why do I want to do musketeers? Oh, cause there's like it's a confederacy. Got it. Remember now. Yeah. So they have how many counties or states are in the Swiss Confederacy? You have the Germans, the French, the Italians, and there was something else. Or maybe they were just free, that's why. Let me check. Swiss Confederacy members. Okay, I remember. They are four. And the cantons. Oh, they're called cantons. Swiss cantons. What? They're 26? I'm confused. But they have four capitals. French, Italian. Which other? German. What is the fourth? Basel, Schluss von Schaffhausen.
So anyway, since Luxembourg is something a bit over the country, not the city, is something a bit over 2,500 square kilometers. You can think of it as a 50 by 50 kilometers piece of land. So it's almost twice as big as London, the whole country, almost twice as big.
London
Not really
is
quite twice.
obscenely big.
Yeah, but it's a city. This is the whole country.
London is bigger than Paris, right?
Oh yes, Paris is small.
Yeah, that's what I was looking on the Google Maps from the top view and also looking at the population. It's only slightly bigger than Bucharest, which surprised me. So I'm just gonna export this so I can see that I've done a disaster for Luxembourg and I'm totally uninspired. And maybe I'll get a better idea at some other point in time. Let's see what else is on the list. Belgium. Oh, Belgium. I mean, government buildings, I guess.
Is that a real country?
Yeah. Not if you ask the French and Germans. Oh no, wait.
What about the Dutch?
The Dutch dislike them the most. Do they share a border? Why do they hate them so much? Let me look. Belgium map. Do they share? As I can see.
They do, because when I went to Jülich in Germany,
Uh huh.
I landed in Maastricht, so
Oh
in
yeah, yeah.
Netherlands, and I passed through Belgium to get to Germany.
And did the roads suddenly become crappy and good again?
No, it was like this junction was in Netherlands, the next junction was in Belgium, and the next one was in Germany.
Mhm.
So here is at the proper zoom level from Maastricht to
Yeah, I
Aachen
saw. I
that I
saw.
had
I
to go.
remember.
No, but I'm placing it for everyone to see.
Mm.
How you have to cross Belgium if you want to go from Maastricht to Aachen. You have to.
Okay, so. And how do they call themselves? Most instances, let me check. Belgian, Belgique. Okay, they have three names. Which one am I gonna use? I think I'll use the Belgium for now and maybe get a better idea later.
There is no better idea because you would have the Flamands that don't like the Wallons, and
Yeah, because
each
that's why
has a different name.
if I use the French spelling, then the other guys are gonna be upset, and if I use the other spelling, then the other guys are gonna be upset. There's just no pleasing them. This country causes problems for everybody all the time. Let's see. I have Ernest and Coraline in suits in Puerto Rico, so I can reuse this. Just remove the dish, the pina coladas, and put French fries and waffles, I guess, in their hands. Because from what I've heard, they're complaining to this day about how um, they invented the French fries, not the French. And I'm just thinking, really, have the Native Americans never fried potatoes in some kind of oil? Like, did they not have oil or pig fat or something?
They had corn oil.
I don't know. It's isn't it an intensive process, and you need modern equipment for it, or could you have done it back in the days? Oh, they had
I don't know.
sunflowers. They had sunflowers. It's native to South America. So sunflower that you can make sunflower oil, and potatoes that you can fry. Like they're both from South America. I'm pretty sure the natives of South America, not Africa. Sorry, natives of South America have invented the French fries.
Or maybe in some tapir fat or something.
Yeah,
Make it tasty.
potato fries, not French fries.
Potato, patata.
Yeah, it's Americans that keep calling them French fries.
The British call them chips, and
Chips.
what the Americans call chips, the British call crisps. Unless they're not crispy, and then they're just trash.
Mm, I remember hash browns. Those are gross.
Nobody calls those crisps for good reason.
No, they are crispy. They're just really gross.
No, crisps are like the round thingy.
Wedges?
No, the thin slice is what Americans call chips. The British call crisps because they're crispy.
Hmm.
And the chips are what the Americans call French fries.
Mm-hmm.
It's like chips of wood. Chip the potato, the chips.
Why do I have cheese in this save file? And I'll probably draw some other buildings um, that are more European. Let me Google what the European Parliament look like, because I don't remember. European. Okay. So this is the building I'll have to draw. What embarrassing people we've sent to the European Parliament. Like I've seen other countries, complain like, "Oh my God, we have the dumbest parliamentarians that we sent to the European Parliament, and they're embarrassing us." I'm like, Romania's like, hold my beer, and we sent some people to European Parliament that like other people were making fun of, like the what do you call them, the game designers from CD Projekt Red that made the video game The Witcher. Uh, they were comparing one of their sleazy characters to our parliamentarian that we sent to the European Parliament.
You said they made The Witcher. See how old you are. What about Cyberpunk 2077? See, that's 1 year old already.
We do not talk about Cyberpunk 2077
I do all the time.
with sadness in your voice
No, it was fine.
when it worked.
For me, it did mostly. Come on, it worked 60% of the time, 40% of the time.
And did you pay 60% of the price?
No, a friend gifted it to me on Steam,
Oh, okay.
and he paid 100% of the price, $60.
Yeah, you think he was trying
No,
to be
actually, he
nice for
paid
your
60
birthday?
euro. No, it was for New Year last year, or for
Mm.
Christmas, either Christmas or New Year. He got it for his birthday from his brother-in-law,
Mm.
and then he bought another copy for me because he was planning to buy one for himself, but since he got it, then he bought one for me.
Mm. So these are the buildings. There's a lot of detail in there. I don't know how I'm gonna simplify that and still make it recognizable, but I've done it before. I've done several maps of European and Asian cities for various clients, so I'm confident that I'll find a solution. But wow, so much detail. I'm trying to think. All of those flags. Is that a Romanian flag?
Of course,
Yay! We're there. We exist. I think it's interesting that it's kind of like at the end. I think they put them in the order in which they joined the European Union. Maybe.
it seems so.
Yeah, and they have
It,
a statue there. Like, do they move the statue forward when they get new members? Did they get any new members since 2007?
oh, yes.
Which ones?
I'll tell you just a second.
Because then we're not the last ones.
Oh, no, we're definitely the last ones, but not the last to enter.
Uh,
Oh, no, the Bulgarians are the last ones.
yeah, but
Or maybe not.
they joined with us. Didn't
Yes,
they join with us in 2007?
maybe they went ahead of us. No? Um, hmm. So let's see.
Because the Balkan sisters joined before us, right? No, no, no. Baltic sisters. Your mic's turned off.
So we definitely joined in 2007. Slovakia, Slovenia joined in 2004, but then Bulgaria 2007. I think we're the last ones. Hungary is 2004. Hmm. Estonia 2004.
I,
Czech Republic and Cyprus 2004. Ah, Croatia 2013. Yes, I knew that.
Yay, Croatians are the last ones.
No, they're the last ones to enter. We're
Yeah,
still the
that's
last
what
one
I'm.
in the union.
Ugh, no, we're not. Isn't like Bulgaria doing worse than us? Like they have their currency printing rights suspended. Like they cannot print their own money, if I remember correctly.
I don't
Because
remember. Oh yes.
the national bank of
Oh yes. Yes.
Bulgaria went bankrupt, and it got bought by an Austrian company.
No, it was something like that due to inflation and corruption. But uh, they may be doing better than
Well, their beaches are cleaner than ours, so there's that. Could have been worse.
their highways are worse than ours. But that's because they have them. You can't have bad highways if you don't have highways.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. In shame in a corner. Okay, let's get to the rest of the current members. Let's do Romania, and that will be the last one for this video. Ah, I forgot to save to export it, so I remember what.
Save them, save them.
Say, you know, I want to export the preview so it's easier for me to like see which is in which state. As in situation, not state. It's a country. Romania. Romania.
Come on, do Austria. Do some skiing.
Let me see what I wrote for Austria. No, I put dancing. I put the waltz.
No skiing. Sniff, sniff.
I don't know. Like Bulgaria has a lot of nice skiing.
Come on. We're, we're talking about the European capital of skiing.
Well, why isn't
Austria.
that the Switzerland? The
It's not in the European Union.
Yeah, but I'm doing a segment of countries that have similar, like it behaves like it's in the European Union,
We
but it's
don't
not.
have any space for skiing for Switzerland when you have to draw so many banks.
Oh my gosh, you guys! So I gotta tell you a story. I've always been passionate about animation, so I've gone to animation film festivals. And usually you'd have someone from Switzerland, some very poor, disheveled artist who would complain about how horrible Switzerland is and how they hate artists there.
And he has to drive his own Mercedes himself.
That's how you know a Swiss person is poor. That's a joke in Romania, I think. But I think the joke is in other places as well. It's a pretty well known joke. Uh, let's see. Where did I have Ernest as a vampire? Somewhere. I have him for.
In some Halloween
Yeah, yeah.
theme.
Celebrations. Let me see. Uh, Darth Vader. Oh, there we go. Halloween. Halloween 1, 2. Event Halloween. Oh no, he's red here. I want him blue. Blah 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 blah. I do not say blah 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 blah. And what should I make Coraline? I see if I have her in any costume. Um, Let me see. So I have her in some dress for Mississippi, which would kind of be fun. And I have her in a flying saucer, but we're not really known for that. So I'll just put her in the Mississippi get up just so I remembered I want to put her in something period. And I'm gonna look for some traditional Romanian clothing.
So then how will this be? Vampire Ernest and traditional
Yeah,
clothes
but I
Coraline?
yeah, but I'm thinking maybe I should do like a modern twist on it and have her be the vampiress and have him be the victim for once.
Why does there have to be a victim?
Because that's how vampires do stuff.
Not anymore. They eat impossible burgers made of soy and they drink soy milk instead of blood.
Oh my gosh,
You know that soy milk is just
Twilight.
regular milk introducing himself in Spanish.
Hola, yo soy milk. um, yeah, in Twilight, the vampires were vegan or something. I don't remember. That's why they had yellow eyes instead of red eyes. Like if you were a non-vegan vampire, you would have red eyes, cause reasons.
When did they ever see a vampire with red eyes?
I don't know. When they went to Bulgaria, to Hungary, and they met the Carmilla vampire. The forgot her name, Duchess.
Fake vampire.
I don't know. There are people online that identify as vampires. Like there's a whole community.
Yes, but that Duchess or whatever she was, uh, that one had Eastern Asian origins, something like from China. It was a fake vampire that they sent us.
I don't remember. In Romania, it's called Zburătorul, but he's not a blood-sucking vampire. He's a virginity taking vampires. Like very weird story. You're supposed to put garlic and crosses on your bed to protect your virginity or something.
What an excuse.
And if you're a boy, you're safe, I guess, because he discriminates. He doesn't go to boys.
No, he's misunderstood. He actually wants virgin oil, olive oil.
Oh yeah, Popeye's girlfriend was Olive Oil, right?
Yes,
What a weird name.
maybe she was extra virgin.
Let's keep it kid friendly.
It is olive oil.
I should probably put some mountains because we have the Carpathian Mountains. So let me like.
Yeah, we have some Black Sea that's not always black.
Oh yeah, I could put the Black Sea in there somewhere. Let me get some mountains from
Mm.
Montana.
From the mountains to the sea, you can put a river like the Danube in the background. Mountains
Yeah, I
run.
remember in
Mountains,
school when we were little, we had to learn how to say Carpato Danobiano Pontic. And it was
the
so hard.
space.
Hmm?
That's the space
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was so,
between.
so hard for us kids.
Not really. That's the space between the mountains, the Danube River, and the Black Sea.
Yeah, I agree, but when we were kids, it was hard to say. Carpato Danubiano Pontic.
It wasn't so hard for me. I never thought of being hard. Never heard of it being hard until right now. Maybe I was an elitist in an elitist group.
I don't know. I remember it was annoying and uh Chidacetyl salicylic was another word that
Oh,
I
that's simple. Hexafluorocyclohexane. That was a much better one.
no.
Chemistry had the best ones.
No. Nope, 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 nope.
Hexachlorocyclohexane.
Hmm.
6 chlorine atoms on an aromatic benzene ring of 6 carbons. There it was.
Did you find any of it hard? Like, do you know one that was hard for you?
No. In Seychelles, she sells seashells by the seashore. I don't know, something. Not really. And cheat by saying in the islands of Seychelles. Sell seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, I
So
don't
there.
think that's a point for it to cheat. Like the idea is to warm up your voice before doing something. You have to talk in public. Anyway, okay, so I guess mountains for Romania. I'm gonna have to stick the Black Sea in somewhere. I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
And some river coming from between the mountains. Something like that.
No, I don't have room for that much amount of detail. Like I don't even know where I would stick the sea. Um, Probably I'm gonna do like I did the illustration for Massachusetts, where it's like to the side somehow, and we'll see. We don't have that many castles, so I wouldn't put a castle. It's not exactly something that we're known for.
I have quite a few. I don't know. I say we don't have many castles.
We have a
We do.
palace. There's Palatul Peleș and the Royal Palace, so we got
No,
two.
but all the western part of the country was full of fortresses and
A
castles.
fortress is like a castle is a fancy fortress, but they're
Yeah,
separate things.
yes, fancy fortresses.
I wouldn't say what we have in Romania is fancy after I've been to Germany and France. It's like very low budget what we have.
Functional style.
Yeah, that's one way to justify poverty. But Romania has been colonized a lot, so like it's not like we had any spare money to do anything nice. Oh well. So I think because I'm losing my voice and it's almost 2 hours, I'm gonna end the stream here. But thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed watching these illustrations. These, I remind you, are just drafts. It's not how it's gonna look in the end. I was just playing around with ideas and kind of trying to advance with this project because I've been putting it off for a long time. So like, I need to sit down and do it. And live streaming is always a great way for me to uh, get more stuff done because I promised I would do it. So even if I'm tired or not in the mood, I still do it. And it's good to kind of set goals and accomplish them. And live streaming is a way for me to do that. So thank you all for watching. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Honey, before I end the stream, just wanted to, although it's at the end of the stream, we should have put it in the front when people watch it more. But we are gonna start a computer build series. I'll let you guys know more about it, but it's kind of help you game on a budget on a PC. Because, for example, mods don't work on consoles usually. So for Stardew Valley, I get a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I want to play your mods because I do mods."
Wait. So to be more accurate, old to very old computer building.
Yes, we're gonna do stuff
Oh,
like that. Yeah.
salvage computer
Mhm.
resurrection,
Mhm.
something like that. You
Mhm.
find it in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Someone kicks it out the door, throws it off the window. Something
Your
hits you in the
grandpa,
head.
your grandfather's attic, your grandfather's attic.
Yes, you find his high school computer. Something I don't know.
Yeah.
You may find his high school love letters.
No,
on the
come on,
computer.
come on, come on. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that, and thank you again.
So
And
old computer building, assembly, software installation, and gaming
mhm, mhm,
on the
mhm.
cheap, dirt cheap. Some of the computers you may ask for money from the people that give them to you, so you take it that bad.
Okay, you heard it here. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.